So here's Satin Doll. So the first chord there, D minor, if you start with a triad, then we have, oh, in that case, I need to do actually live with the sound, because I've done plenty of times where I record it like this and then there's no sound. Ha 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 ha, because the microphone is right here. Yeah, being a Gen X. Anywho, so here's a D minor triad. Your thumb is going to go down to find a 7. Right? So that's your D minor, B type, and on the left hand just your root. When you go to the G, you're going to go to A type. So we were doing those drills, so you know that to go to A type is just your thumb goes down to the B, right? So that's G, A type, which is 3, 7, 9. So again, there's your D minor, going to G7. And then we have D minor, going to G7. And then we move this a little bit higher. So here's D minor triad, right? If your thumb goes down by whole step, you have E minor, B type. And then we go to A7. We need to find the third of A7, which is C sharp. And then we're back to E minor and back to A7. Whoa, that is easy, huh? Isn't that easy? Alright, so that first line, you're gonna ace it. Let's play that first line again a tempo, just with the root. So 2 beats each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So far, so good? Now we're going to add the fun stuff on the left hand for that line. Because, so most of you guys know this because you were my students before. When you have 2 beats per chord, the walking bass is always root, half-step approach. Root, half-step approach. So it's root, half-step approach to G. And G. Half-step approach to D. Half-step approach to G. Now half-step approach to E. Half-step approach to A. And back to E. And back to A. Feeling good? Can we do that a tempo? 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. You mastered that first line. Now the second line, and now it's gonna have some fun stuff here because we haven't used A type for minor chords yet, right? A type. What are the scale degrees for the A type? First, that's B type. Everybody, what is the bottom note for A type? 3. 3 of A, C, and then we have 7, and then we have 9. And it sounds so good and yummy, right? I know. So here's A minor. Now the C type. Are you ready for C? Are you ready for C? Yeah. So C is awesome because it's the first letter of my name. Also because C is very much like B, except fancier. So check it out. The chord is D. B would have been this, right? Like you take the triad and you find the 7. What we do now for C is we get rid of the 5th, because 5ths are stupid. And we go and we keep it up there, and that gives you a 13th, you fancy jazzers. And it's also easier to play for the song, and that's why I chose it, because check it out, from here, from the A to get to the D, you're just gonna move this G down to a sharp. Oh yeah, now I see the smiles. Before you're all just looking like you're such a jerk throwing us another chord to learn a week before the midterm, but it's easy. So here's A minor. Going to D, all you need is to find a third of D, because here's 7, third, 13. I know, I deserve an apple like a good teacher. You should bring one. So here is measure 5. Here's D7. Now I won't lie to you. A flat minor 7 is a scary chord, because anytime you have a man, A flat and G sharp, they all they need weird notes, because A flat minor means you have a C flat. So here's A flat, here's the 3, 7, 9 for A flat. Right, this is your third, 7, 9. And then we're going to C type, so the middle note is going to find a third of D flat. Is that hard? Or is just all the black keys make you feel a little uncomfortable because it's, we're not usually up there in those keys. So here's A flat again. Let's repeat that. D flat. So let's go back to measure 5. So check it out. Measure 5 is A minor. If we skip the D, here's another way of thinking about it. If you want to be lazy like me, A minor 7 is half step up from A flat minor 7. So if you just bring everything down here by half a step, you should be able to find that chord. And it actually sounds pretty cool back and forth. Could do songs like that, like full of angst. So here's A minor, measure 5. Going to D7 C type. Going to A flat minor 7 A type. Take your time to find it. 3, 7, 9. And then D flat, the middle note goes down to the third. And then we have C B type, D B type, E B type, let's change that. Let's do that last A. No, that's correct. Oh, yeah, A type. Yeah. So E minor, A type. So far, so good? So let's try playing that line again, just a little bit more a tempo without the walking bass. If you need to make a note here, so if you need to make a note, A type is 3, 7, 9, right? B type and C type are very similar. They both start with 7, 3. Now B type has a 5 on the top. C type has a 13th, also known as 6 if you don't want to be fancy. So it's just really one note difference, right? C type is just a whole step. You can see that right here. A C type is just, the top note is just a whole step above the B type. Not that big of a deal. If you end up playing B type instead of C, I'm gonna make a face, but I'm not gonna really. I'm gonna be like, man, really? That's so square. That's so 1938. So, all right, let's go ahead and play that second line again, a tempo, but without the walking bass yet. 1, 2, 3, A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that was kind of fast if that's the first time you were doing it. Let's do it one more time. A little slower. 1, measure 5. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C major, D minor, we're going to do it again. If you're ready to add walking bass, it's going to be root, half step, root, half step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good deal? Is it helpful for us to go through the A section again together, or is it better for you to just take your time and do your own speed? Alternative 1, raise your hand. Alternative 2, raise your hand. You're in the minority. Alternative 1, just one more time, and then I'll give you time to do it at your own speed. So here's your A section. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely stuff. Okay, just so we have everything on the same video, let's quickly look at the B section, okay? The B section starts with A type or G minor. A type is 3, 7, 9. So 3, 7, 9. And here is it right here. Is it recording? It is, thank God. All right, so here's G minor, 3, 7, 9. And then we're gonna go to C type. So the only thing that changes is the middle note. Because that is 7, 3, 13. Right, so from G minor to C7, that repeats, and then we go to F major 7, 3, 7, 9. One more time. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, right? If you're ready, add the bass line. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you get here, you have 8 measures of F to come up with a good walking bass line. Express yourselves when you do that one. Like, don't need to like follow a specific rule, just do whatever sounds good to you, you know. If you feel like impressing me and you go whatever, but just have a walking bass on, even as like repeated notes, you know. All right, and then we have that measure 15 starts with A type, A minor, 3, 7, 9. Going to C type. Remember, you're just gonna need to find a third of the new chord, and that's C type, and that repeats. And then we go to G. I shouldn't have said, what did I say that? Oh, A type. Yeah, good. A type. Oh. That sounds weird. But it's true. Alright, and then B type for D. And then back to A type for G. Let's do that line again. A minor, ready. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time, I'm gonna add the bass line. If you're ready, do it. Ready. And 1. And that's that. So I'm gonna play now from 15, that entire B section, those 2 lines. So B type, we're starting there, no, we're starting at A type, G minor. 1, 2, 11, measure 11, 11, and back to the beginning.